Hello everyone, I'm back with the next video of my playlist. But before we go ahead, let me remind you to subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed yet. And I've started with a new playlist on C programming. So I would request all of you to spread this to your friends and colleagues so that those who are preparing for C programming, it will be really helpful for them. Fine, so welcome to the next video of placement interview questions on C programming. I am RVD and let's move on to the next question. So in this video, we will be discussing about how to determine the range of int data type. Okay, in C programming, you will be having the variety of data types for declaring the variables. So what all the data types we have, what are their memory allocations or memory requirements, and how can we decide the range. So specifically here in this video we will be talking about int. So let us first start with the data types in C. Right, see, these are the majority of the data types that we have in C programming: char, int, float and double. Okay, with their memory in bytes as 1 byte for char because it uses ASCII codes, and int takes 2 bytes, float 4 bytes and double 8 bytes. Okay, out of that we will be focusing on int, but to understand the concept, let us start with the simple one, that is range for char data type. Okay, understand one thing: if at all I have 1 bit, then because 1 bit can store a binary value, I can have either 0 or 1, that is 2 values possible. So with 1 bit, the maximum number of values I can go up to is 2 raised to 1. Similarly, if I have a k bit with me, I'll be able to store 2 raised to k different values. Now with that particular logic, we will be able to understand how to determine the range. Okay, so if you see for char, the size of char is 1 byte, which is 8 bits. Now out of that, because by default all the data types are signed, 1 bit out of that 8 bits will be stored, the MSB specifically, will be stored as a signed bit, which all of you know 0 is considered as positive and 1 will be considered as negative. The remaining 7 bits can be used to store the value. As I just now said, because if I have 7 bits, I'll be able to store 2 raised to 7 values. So on the negative side, it'll be from -1 to -2 raised to 7. But on positive side, it'll be 0 to 2 raised to 7 minus 1, because we start with 0. So if I combine that range, it'll be -2 raised to 7 to 2 raised to 7 minus 1, which is -128 to 127. Now just to give you more information, as far as C programming is concerned, it uses ASCII codes which are 7 bits in length, and hence whenever we are storing char, this particular sign bit, that is MSB, is considered to be 0 by default, and hence all the ASCII values will obviously fall on the positive range, that is 0 to 127. Now with the same concept, you will be able to understand the range, the determination of the range for int data type. Okay, so int will obviously have 2 bytes of memory. Now 2 bytes obviously will be 16 bits. Again 1 bit will be stored as a sign bit, the MSB. So we have 15 bits left for storing the value, which will give you the range as -2 raised to 15 to 2 raised to 15 minus 1, which is typically we say -32768 to 32767. Okay, so that's basically how we can determine the range of int data type. So whenever you see the range like this value -32768 to 32767, now you would be able to understand how that range for the particular data type has come. Okay, maybe I'll give you one more additional information about the range. That is, the range is cyclic in nature. Now what exactly it means? So if you see the diagram, obviously on the lower side I have -32768, and on the upper side I can go up to 32767, that is on positive side. Now that's the range. So what if I try going further? So as I said, it is cyclic in nature. So if I try to add 32767 plus 1, I would be obviously getting -32768. If you add 2, I'll be getting -32767. So maybe we can very well do that testing of this particular concept with the help of a simple program. And so I'm showing you the uh, execution of the same. So see what I've done. I've created one integer with the value 32767, which is obviously the maximum value the integer range can store. So I'm trying to print that as it is, which obviously will result in printing 32767. But after that, I'm adding 1 to it. Okay. So mathematically, I should get the answer as 32768. But as you can see, 32767 is the maximum that I can go up to. Adding 1 obviously will result into minus 32768 because of the cyclic nature of the range. Fine. So let's try to execute. Yes, you can see here the first is 32767, which is perfect, and the second one is minus 32768, which obviously clears the concept that the range is cyclic in nature. Maybe just to make it more clear, I will add 2. So you know what it will do? It will obviously have minus 32767 because it's going to go in a cyclic manner. Fine, so I guess that's enough for you to understand that how exactly the cyclic property of the range can be understood. Fine, so here we had seen the different data types in C programming, maybe not in detail because our focus was on the determination of the range. Fine, for example, I had given you character, how exactly the range of char is being decided, and then we had seen how the range for int data type can be determined. Along with that, we had even understood that the range has got one more property of cyclic in nature. So that we go to the max plus 1 will result into the min. Fine, so I hope you people have understood the concept well. Fine, so do like the video and do check my other playlist as well. You will be having a playlist which you can explore is a course on data structure. Obviously, that's the next level of course obviously you people have. Along with that, you will have a placement interview questions on data structure as well. Fine, so that's it for this particular lecture. Thank you and happy learning.